very minimalist, nothing on there at all. So the bike comes, again, very well shipped. We've got a box here. We have a few accessories here in a bag, including an optional throttle. There's like mud guards. This, I think, is one of the batteries. This is the dual battery model, so we've got two big batteries on here. A few bits and pieces to attach. So a bit to do in terms of the build in this bike. Not too heavy, actually. Not too heavy. So in the box you have your foot pedals, toolkit, it's like your front light, English plug, and the charge brick. Look at that seat, that looks really, really nice and comfortable there. Got a suspension. So let's take all of this off and get going. Yeah, this is the dual battery model. It does come single or dual battery. One thing I do like early doors is they use really thin cable ties, so they're really easy to get off. I know it's just something small, but it's a little win in my book. One of the first jobs to do, pop the seat post in to your kind of desired height. Just take this kind of front bracket off. Now you have to kind of line up the handlebars. So I say just put them all in loosely before tightening, so you can kind of adjust the bars. So yeah, the handlebars are now attached. Now we're going to put on the front light and mud guard. Just there is a couple of cables you do have to connect, but it's easy. It's just red to red, yellow to yellow. So we're just going to mount the front headlight and the mud guard. So just take this out like this. So yeah, just the discard of this. I'm actually so now the back rack is on. You just have to basically attach the front light. So there's a little bit of kind of cable management. Plug it in here. There's already a cable tie attached to the bike. You just basically tighten that up and then cut off the excess plastic. The rack is done. So I've spent a couple of days now with this bike. I have a couple of thoughts. I'll go into them shortly, but first we'll take you around the bike. More professional without the helmet on. You can see me now. So the Emoko is a kind of mountain style bike. Looks pretty standard, apart from those two massive batteries on the frame that do offer some incredible range. They reckon about 150 kilometers you're going to get on this thing, so about 90 miles. We do have a speed sensor in this thing. Yeah, that motor is a UK compliant 250 watts. So it is a 15.5 mile an hour bike out of the box, but it can be kind of adjusted in the settings to go a tad bit faster if you wish. My first kind of, not negative, but one of the things I'm not too keen on is the controller box. I know it's got to go somewhere. It's like a normal bike, so there's no kind of hidden compartments inside the frame. So I understand that the controller box has to go somewhere, but yeah, it's not the most prettiest thing, is it? The main kind of feature and talking point of this bike is the double battery. It's the main feature. I mentioned it when I was building the bike. It does come with a single battery, but they sent me the dual battery, and you're just doubling your range. You're just doubling the range on this thing. I always like to use one battery one way, and when that's gone, you know you have enough to get back. So it does really eliminate kind of range anxiety. Yeah, there is that back rack and light there. Always nice to have a back rack just for storing stuff. Yeah, one of the kind of nicer features of this bike is the inclusion of hydraulic brakes. They do make all the difference. Great stopping power on them, and after testing them, they work really, really well. You do have 27.5 inch black cat tyres, which are just gorgeous. And one of the actual highlights for me is that seat. It is so comfortable, has suspension built into it as well. It's wide, it's padded, ideal. I hate skinny racing bike seats. If you're going on a long bike ride, and this thing is designed for long bike rides, then you want to be comfortable, and this seat offers that comfort in abundance. You do have a really bright front LED light, front suspension with preload and lockout adjustment on there as well. So very impressive. In terms of weight, it does kind of weigh a bit with the batteries attached, but the frame is actually aluminium and it's quite light if none of these are attached. And both the batteries come with keys, as you saw there, so you make sure they're locked onto the frame. I've had it before, not on this bike, but another bike where they haven't been locked into the place and they've come off during riding. So be very careful. Always make sure, check and double check that they are locked onto the frame, because that could cause an accident or cause you or somebody else a lot of harm. So yeah, always make sure they are kind of locked onto the frame. Got another set of keys, and this should just literally slide like that. The only problem is there's two sets of keys, but they're not labelled, so we don't know which one does which battery. So first Maiden voyage. So yeah, first time out today on this mountain bike style dual battery beast. This thing is made to eliminate range anxiety. Really nice. Got 27-inch tyres that grip to the road really well, feels smooth. Has got a front suspension and a nice saddle, suspension saddle. Feels very comfortable on the bottom. It's got a speed sensor, not a torque sensor. It is a UK legal bike, a 250 watt motor, and it is a true 250 watt motor. You can tell by the size of the motor. It's not kind of a 750 restricted, it's a 250 watt, but this thing is beautiful. It just flies, absolutely flies. Yeah, not the quickest to pull away. That cadence sensor it's not the fastest, you know, not the most responsive, but once it kicks in, it does kick in, and you're getting a lot of power there. A lot of power, but it does, that motor is a good motor. It does pick up speed very quickly. You get to 15.5 in absolutely no time. So the motor does a great job. The tyres feel good as well, great grip. Love the kind of seating position here as well. Slightly leaning forward, but comfortable. Got a first real kind of hill test now. So we'll see how she kind of copes with this. See what the bike can do. When we do the walk around, I'll go into a few kind of pros and cons about the bike as always. I'll have an in-depth look at the frame design and some of the features. But it is very kind of mountain bikey, if you know what I mean. It looks like a mountain bike. Just those two massive batteries kind of give it away that it's an e-bike. Apart from that, good brakes, hydraulics. Yeah, the brakes work really well. It's nice to have hydraulic brakes. Always prefer hydraulic brakes. So everything kind of rides really well. It's a highly spec'd out bike. Go into more of the pricing shortly. I think the dual battery model is around about 1,800 euros. So whatever your kind of equivalent is to that in sterling, if you're from the UK. So yeah, quite a pricey bike. It's just this kind of initial pulling away could be a little bit quicker. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of rotations of the pedals to really get that power to kick in. For me, that's a little bit too slow, especially if you are living in like a hilly area. Just a little bit too slow, that is. I prefer something a little bit more quicker. Yeah, for stuff like this, it's going to be great. Just kind of country roads, a nice scenic kind of bike ride. It's going to be perfect for this. You know, probably too overkill for a city commuter, although it will do it just fine. But yeah, something to go for like a stroll out in the countryside, go for a nice long bike ride. This thing is absolutely perfect. It's going to suit all of your kind of needs. Definitely has a lot of power to it. So we'll find a quiet spot up here, we'll pull over and we'll kind of take you around the bike to show you the frame design and some of the key features. And the cockpit is very nice there. You do have your optional throttle, your 7-speed index gears, a nice display and a nice horn. Yeah, everything is linked in the description if you are after something with immense range. Doesn't look too aggressive, looks quite mountain bikey. Yeah, of course we have a brake light as well at the back. So yeah, all the kind of bells and whistles, all singing, all dancing. It's great. It has everything you could possibly want from an electric bike. The tyres, I pumped them up to 50 psi. Anywhere in the range of kind of 40 and 65 psi is perfect for these kind of road tyres. So I hope you've enjoyed my review. Yeah, terrific performance, great range. Definitely a bike for you if you are interested in just going miles. Thank you so much for checking out another two-wheeled review. Please do leave me a like, comment and subscribe, and let me know your thoughts on this incredibly good long distance electric bike. Thank you so much. See you in the next one.